Boatworks Today is a viewer-supported show. To learn more on how you can get involved and watch extended ad-free versions of these videos, please visit our website, boatworkstoday.com, and click on the top of the heading where it says Support This Show. Thank you. What is going on, everybody? I hope you're doing well. My name is Andy with Boatworks Today, and in this video, we're going to take a look at the next couple of areas that I want to start working on and just basically get things staged and prepped. So let's get started. So the next area I want to start focusing on is going to be this helm, and primarily because once I remove all of these old gauges and switches, this thing is going to look like a piece of Swiss cheese. And honestly, a lot of these gauges, they're just old and outdated, so I'm not going to need as many openings for when I actually put in the new updated displays. Another reason I want to do this, another reason I want to focus on this is because of, well, somebody else's handiwork. If you look right here, when somebody kind of painted this, they more or less did a little lipstick job. They didn't paint the whole helm, they just went around the perimeter. I mean, who does that? Come on. So I want to basically come in, fill in all of these holes, address these little cracks like you see right here, basically turn this into a brand new helm so that I can come in and then cut new holes for the displays, you know, when that time comes. And the first order of business is I need to get this helm removed from the bulkhead. Now, I don't think it's going to be all that tricky. It looks like it's just a few screws and a few bolts along the top holding it in place. But one thing I have learned is that you never take anything for granted. Even though something is going to look simple, sometimes there's a little gremlin hiding around in the corner somewhere. One of the cool parts about diving into a project like this is that when you start taking things apart, you get a little bit of a insight as to the history of the boat and what kind of work has been done over the years. Now here, it looks like these bulkheads and the door have already been reskinned with that white Formica stuff, and which was most likely originally kind of like that faux or fake wood grain. So while I'm here, it gets the wheels turning a little bit as far as what kind of direction I want to take this for finishing this project. Now in the past, this is a Bertram 28 that I've done about 10 years ago. And this particular one, all of the old fakes veneer, wood faux veneer had been removed. And I replaced all of this with sapele or ribbon stripe mahogany, stained it, and then about 12 coats of varnish. And while this is total eye candy, it was a ton of work. And honestly, maintaining this varnish is going to be a lot of work every year, or at least every other year. I don't know. I'm not so sure that that's the direction I want to go with this. I don't know. If you have any thoughts on the matter, let me know down in the comments below. So as long as I'm going to be rebuilding this hatch to look like new anyways, I'm also kind of thinking that I should come in and replace all these little wood backers or stiffeners. I mean, technically there's nothing wrong with them, but if I'm going to be rebuilding this thing to look like new, I don't know, it just doesn't seem right to leave this old stuff in there. So I suspect this is going to be going. So I thought I might be getting lucky here in that the new Helm controls would essentially just drop right into this opening, but nope. The opening needs to be widened, that's easy, but it also needs to be shortened from the top to bottom. So I thought I wouldn't have to close in this hole, but looks like that's going to have to be done as well. Another area of this boat that I want to start focusing on is going to be the transom. And most likely I'm going to be doing both of these projects kind of at the same time. When one area is, when something is curing, then I can jump over and work on this, in the meantime. But I guess my main issue with the transom right here is that the corners of the transom were reinforced, but looks like they used just regular chopped strand matting and epoxy. It looks like it seems like epoxy just based on the color of the resin. And, well, epoxy and chopped strand, well, for one, that just doesn't really work too well, which is why it looks a little sloppy. But if you're looking to add strength, well, chopped strand matting, it just is not the material I want to use. And it just looks, I don't know, it just looks a little rough and sketchy. So most likely I'm going to end up sanding most, if not all of that off, and then come back in and actually reinforcing it with a number of layers of epoxy and then 1708. And with that said, I think I'm going to wrap this video up so I can get started on these repairs. So if these next few videos sound like they're going to be ones that are going to be helpful for any of your projects, let me know. Hit that thumbs up button. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, you can leave those down below. And until next time, thanks for your time and thanks for watching.
This has been a Boatworks Today production.